Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me...
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long...
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate. So much that you have to work...
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our... Well, now that we have Kechina's ancient name, let's go...
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various...
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up lit, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our... Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
All right, we'll have a look. There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic, and the tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
This fishing basket looks...
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch?
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle. The powder still needs some time to settle. So let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of—
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past, but there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she...
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you— Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at the future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power, namely a framework, through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's all right. I'd never— No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to— My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of— One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the— My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me—
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up.
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Iansan, Mulani Chaska. Or place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her...
Am I hallucinating again?
Kechina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kechina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening, so I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kechina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you can, I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kechina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now! Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom, and this entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside...
I know. I'm prepared.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the part.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Ian-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not. Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Take it easy.
So we're underneath Natland right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was in—
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy...
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Professional guidance for many of Natland's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans.
Those guys look familiar.
Show no mercy!
Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Shine down. Overruled.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Illusion shattered. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Transfixed! Shine down! Busted! Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of...
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kechina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We have...
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the...
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance.
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon...
So that means all we need to do is find Kechina and bring...
Exactly. This light is...
Yeah.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss. But we had to destroy...
Of course. Under the power of... Turns out even our...
Whether in Trump...
Exactly. You're looking for a young... I'd like to help. Be careful.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
There is no escape! Laid bare. Busted. Take it easy.
easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just...
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kechina! Honey? You made it! Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea. Let's...
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha. Overruled.
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here. Atta girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation,
Still, we can't just leave the YF to suffer. It's
I agree. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kechina? What's... Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to...
Maybe we really should leave. Kechina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead. I'll leave... Listen to me, Kechina. We'll come with you. But that's because we want to help the YUB. No, you don't have anything to...
all right.
We've already come all this...
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar. I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go.
Thank you for
You're a true hero.
No one...
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk. I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyabb, can you hear me? So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. Alright, get ready everyone! Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to... He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather, you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate... No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. I thought that is the ancient... The pot. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kechina...
Kechina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here now. Thanks, Moalani. You're right, because I'm not alone anymore. You're right. Maybe comforting idea, but you also...
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not the power lies, but in our commitment...
Well said!
Let's go, Kechina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this. Sorry, there aren't many in Natland.
From the ashes to this...
Let's ride! Woohoo!
The Inferno!
Check this out! Best of luck! Need a surfboard? Ha! Ha!
A glimpse of the future!
Right here! Drilling down!
Transfixed!
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating.
Fantastic work, Kechina. This makes me so... I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable. Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun. Still, seeing you pull it off, everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, it took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one, everyone as a part. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes. Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wyabb. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natland from its impact. As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natland. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani? So many memories. memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of—
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving— Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kechina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make— I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength.
You are already an outstanding child in my eye.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kechina, I also gave you a name, but focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, the story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will— It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyub, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kechina. It was
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Arc.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used...
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her conscious...
Every great display of power.
You must feel terrible, Kechina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Arc.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.